Well, hey, welcome back. How's everybody doing? Y'all getting ready for the holidays? Some good times? I hope so. I got a link sent to me. This is a news story, and it's from website address is the HTTP thing and www dot thing, and then people PeopleALways, always, people always win, www.peoplealwayswin, and the credit goes to USA News. I haven't clicked on this link to read about them, but the title of this is Defense Lawyers in Whitmer Kidnapping Case Make Bold New Move That Must Have the FBI Worried. What could be going on here? So I'll read this. There is something very weird about the Whitmer kidnapping case. It feels off, just like the January 6th insurrection does. And one reason for that could be because there were all these FBI informants involved. So many that the defense lawyers are saying the whole thing was basically an entrapment setup created by the feds. And now those lawyers want text messages and audio recordings from FBI agents and paid informants entered as evidence. Lawyers say this evidence will prove it was all a setup. MI Live reported that 5 men charged in the 2020 plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer are asking a federal judge to allow evidence at trial they believe shows entrapment by FBI agents. Attorneys for Adam Fox, Barry Croft Jr., Caleb Franks, Daniel Harris, and Brandon Caserata filed a motion Friday, December 17th, in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Michigan. I still got more reading to do. I want to have a sip of coffee here, get rid of this dry mouth. Wow. I'm going to have a little bit of commentary to go along with this. All right, back to reading. The evidence involves recorded audio and text involving conversations that confidential informants had with the men. There are also recordings between FBI agents and confidential informants. According to the motion, the out-of-court statements found in the recordings and text will help the men prove they never conspired to kidnap Governor Whitmer, and in the alternative, they were entrapped. Attorneys for the men said they discovered the various recordings while going through materials provided by the government as they prepare for trial. They say many of them are key to defending the men. Eventually, the relationship between this informant and his handlers became so close that they sat together while the informant called Adam Fox, and with agents whispering in his ear, the informant tried to prod Fox into action. Defense attorneys wrote in the motion, the informant's relationship with the agents were far from tenuous. You can watch the video below. FBI case in Whitmer kidnapping face new hurdle as entrapment evidence is allowed in case. Wow. Lawyers say without the FBI and at least 12 of their paid informants encouraging the men, offering up explosive expert or paying for hotels and other costs related to meetings and training sessions, the plan would have never hatched. Well, isn't that something? Isn't that something? I wonder Would those defense attorneys be interested in taking a look at the court case that Gretchen Whitmer lost, or the arrest order that's in the hands of Pat Whiteford, the Kalkaska County Sheriff? I bet those defense attorneys might be interested in that information as it relates to the FBI and Gretchen Whitmer, because this appears to be very weird, doesn't it? So today, what's today, the 20th, 21st, 20th, something like that. This article came out on the 17th of December. September 2nd, I believe, was the date of an article I read discussing about the FBI plot and Gretchen Whitmer. September 2nd. June 28th, I was in the Kalkaska County Sheriff's Department, and I delivered arrest order and told Joe Leach to pick them up and bring them in. I ordered it. The Kalkaska County prosecutor's name was on that arrest order. June 28th, 2021. July 31st, 2021, the Kalkaska County has a new prosecutor because the old one boot scoot boogied. July 31st. By September 2nd, the FBI has been exposed in a kidnapping plot for Gretchen. Now, why would Gretchen need to be kidnapped? Why? See, this is one of those kind of connecting the dots things that could use a little bit of forensic investigation. Now, Gretchen Whitmer lost a case. She admits by acquiescence all claims are true, and the charges can be brought against her. And they were. And we need a jury to sentence her. And the sheriff is the one who's hiding the jury from us. So all these sheriffs got a problem to that regard. So on my website, down in the description, you can find it on the services page. Download your copy of Americans' Notice of Liability. It's such an amazing document. Own your authority, Americans. Fill out that get that document tailored for you in the verification and notary jury. You gotta put in your information, your name, not mine. Your city, town, or village, not mine. Your county, not mine. Your state, not mine. All right? And a date. You got to put in a date. And if you don't get it done in December, you got to change the month. So isn't that strange? Isn't that weird? And nobody wants to talk with Ethan. Nobody, Kalkaska County wants to talk with me. Gretchen Whitmer doesn't want to talk with me. I got a call into Dar Leaf. The boy's been down there, talked with him, gave him notice. Haven't heard from Dar Leaf. We got free men in prison. We have the world's population being denied oral health, good oral health, like no plaque on your teeth, no cavities because no plaque, no cavities caused by plaque. How's that? We prevent gum tissue loss. We rejuvenate lost gum tissue. Science cannot do this. But the area of governance for science, the National Institute of Health, can spend $1.8 billion and ignore my evidence while other government make sure that this boy goes to jail, goes to court, faces multiple 20-year felonies, all in assumptions and presumptions in a trespass upon the free man in an administrative court. Oh my goodness. What has the world come to? Do you see God smiling? Do you? He's working. Oh, is he working? Mm-mm-mm. Well, there's a little bit more that I know. Probably not wise for me to be speaking about it right now. I'm not the only one who knows. So it's not like if something happens to me, that information isn't going to come out. I'm not worried about it anyways. I'm not. I'm just going to keep on doing God's work. We're going to stop killing innocent life in the womb. We're going to be done with assumptions and presumptions enslaving Michiganders. And that domino is going to go across the country. And then that domino is going to go across the world in all the common law countries. And these British agents, they're done. They are. And we're going to clean house. We're going to unslave my brothers and sisters. And the treasonous rats are going to suffer the consequences of their actions, inactions, or both by a jury of their peers, and then ultimately by God. So I just wanted to share that story because you see, apparently nobody knows. This is just like a big secret. And Sheriff Dar, he's surrounded by some gatekeepers, in my opinion. In my opinion. They act like it. They talk like it. And I know a gatekeeper. I know a troll. And I know a rat. All right, so Americans, your sheriff is the key to your freedom. That Americans' Notice of Liability is a powerful document. Serve it on your sheriff. Order him to notify all the bylaw police that all this road piracy stops and that no free man is to have his rights trespassed. Make a couple of blanks and go talk to business owners and offer them a copy and say, I'll give you this if you go and make 20 copies and pass them out and talk to people and pick a couple of people that you give to ask them to make a copy and 20 copies, pass it around. And keep your originals, people. Always keep your originals. Serve copies. Oh, this is powerful. Go to oralhealthwithcannabis.com. Google may just close a page on you. It does when I put it in. Didn't used to. Used to say web page not available or this site's down or something like that. But, stick with it, hit once or twice, and it would usually bring it in. But now I pop it up in Google, hit go, page closes. Just looking at the apps. Pop it in DuckDuckGo. Yeah, boom, right straight to the website. All right. My brothers and sisters, I love you. We're going to unslave you. You're going to know what an American is and that you're one. And then you're going to start living like one. You're going to be so happy. You are. You're going to be so, so happy. All right. God bless everybody. Until next time, be good.